Derp, derp. Oh, shit. No, damn it, stop dropping them.
I don't know. I'm usually. I do have that, older person problem where I'm usually like several years behind on whatever the pop culture thing of the moment is.
Well, yeah, but I'm only 18 and so am I, so you're not really that bad.
Yeah. It's like, I still have not watched Breaking Bad.
Neither have I. Neither have
I will at some point, actually. It looks like it could be interesting.
I've, let's see, what have I watched recently? I've watched, I don't know, I don't watch much TV. I've been watching Supernatural.
I haven't seen, I've seen some of that. I just kind of lost interest in it immediately, because...
Yeah, I've only been, 4 episodes into it. I'm not, apparently it gets better. I'm going to keep, watching it because my girlfriend watches it, but...
Yeah. And my uncle really likes the show, I'm told. I've got weird family.
I will give them this, though. The special effects in that show are really amazing.
Was it the, God, was that one based on, or the British version, or...
The British? I'm not sure if there was a British version. That doesn't...
Because I remember there was some show that they tried putting on BBC opposite of Doctor Who that eventually
Professor
got...
Space Time.
Yeah, no,
have you ever watched Community?
No.
Oh, it's not really an old show. It's kind of a, underground kind of show, really. I don't really see much about it. But there was a Doctor Who kind of since they couldn't really put the real Doctor Who in there without product placement, I guess, they made a Professor Spacetime.
That sounds awesome and amusing.
It was pretty funny. Alright, I need some regular color wood. I just realized we're making this out of this kind of wood.
Oh wait, there's oak on the floor.
Why did I make an axe? I was gonna make a shovel.
Eventually I'll, catch up on some things. Most of the time I just sit at night and read.
Yeah, see, I do a lot of reading too. Recently I've been reading Parallel Worlds by Michio Kaku.
Yeah.
And,
I've actually, I tried to read that. But the problem is, there are certain things I start reading and realize that it is going way over my head.
Sometimes it goes over my head too, and I usually just, I try to look it up, but sometimes I'm just I have no idea what this is. I'll find myself rereading, chapters more than once. But if you want a good book to start off with, Neil deGrasse Tyson's Space Chronicles, that was pretty much about the timeline of history of our space program, and why we funded it when we did, and why we're not now, and stuff like that. It was actually pretty cool. If you watch my walkthrough of the Swapper, I've got 4 parts up. I talk a lot about just science, pretty much, because when I'm doing solo commentaries, I don't really have much else to talk about.
Well, that's what you do. You talk about the things you're interested in and what you know. The real... I had someone who actually, was I would call them professional YouTuber at one point tell me the real trick is just having a stream of consciousness talk and the ability to just, spit out random crap whenever possible.
Right.
I'm hoping there's no sand anywhere around here, is there?
And the problem with me is that I feel like I'm really good in writing and stuff like that. Like writing, I'll sound pretty good, but when I'm talking, I second guess myself when I'm saying things oh, is that really an expression, or am I using this word correctly or something like that? And I usually second guess myself like that, but when I'm writing, I can actually have time to look it up and oh yeah, it is what I thought it was. I'll just throw that in there. And I end up sounding a lot better. I need to read a lot more than I do because I haven't had a lot of time recently, especially with college coming up.
Yeah, well, once you get to college, good luck with that.
Yeah. I'll be reading textbooks.
I actually ended up writing a few of my girlfriend's college essays for her, which was really rather amusing because I, never went to college.
Yeah.
But the paper I wrote was on the importance of a college education, and she got top marks for it.
Nice.
It was just there you go.
Yes, it's not really for everybody. Sometimes you're just better at something else.
Yeah, I'm good at doing things that involve physical labor. I was a blacksmith's assistant for a while.
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. Where? An actual blacksmith, or is that an expression I've never heard of?
No, I was actually assistant to a friend who used to make replica medieval weapons and armor.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So, I still know how to do that. If you asked me, fucking...
you can make cosplays.
Theory,
you can make,
I would not...
cosplays and, buy a whole smith, a forge or something, and make cosplays for people.
I've had a lot. Oh well, actually, most of my friends are cosplayers at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of those random things. Somehow I ended up, just I just wound up getting a friend who went, have you ever been to an anime convention? No. Like, you want to go? Like,
I don't know.
Because I had just met the guy like that day.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Like, okay.
Okay.
And I ended up going
Which
to
one was it?
Otakon.
Otakon? That sounds. I think I've heard of it. I think it's a big one.
It's
Actually, coming up right now is MechaCon, and I used to. Can't talk. I usually go to that one. I'm not really a big anime fan, like I said, but I really love the cosplays that you see and stuff like that. Like, you know that girl from Treasure Planet who kind of looks like a cat?
Yeah.
Somebody had the perfect cosplay for her, and it was amazing. Like, you could tell there was a lot of work put into it. I remember last year I went as the grunt from Amnesia, and my friend went as Daniel. If you ever played that,
Yeah.
that was a really fun day too.
That's one of those games I can't actually force myself to play anymore because when I tried to play it for my channel, it ended
like,
up.
Nope, fuck that.
Well, no, actually, I'm pretty good at removing or realizing something isn't reality and not being scared by it. I'm more
Right, yeah.
nervous about dying and losing my progress than I am anything
Yeah.
else.
But the thing with Amnesia is, like, the checkpoint system is actually really good in that. Like, oh shit, I just pissed myself a little bit. I fell into this hole and I thought that it was going to be like a dig straight down kind of thing.
But yeah, well, my problem was that there was basically a giant flame war going on in the comments on my channel from people that were trying to give me advice, and
People who wanted to counteract that advice?
Well, people who wanted it to be like a, pure playthrough with me not knowing what I was doing.
Right. Another thing I've noticed you're really good at is planning ahead. Seems like you're really good at that.
Damn, who knew?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, you seem like really like scheduled with all your videos. Like, I'm going to be recording this day. We can set up this day at like this specific time. I don't know.
No,
like, I've never done that with my videos. That's just what I've taken. So it's like I just record whenever.
When it's stuff I record, like if I'm recording by myself, I'll record whatever, whenever I feel like it.
Right.
But if I'm recording with someone else, I try and set up a schedule mostly so that we all know, basically so everyone knows what's going on.
We should get in.
Yeah. I dug out the wrong wall. All right, let me put that out. But when I'm with other people, I try and make sure that there's a schedule and stuff. That way, everyone knows what's going on. And I got torches, so
right, awesome.
And I try and be the event organizer for those sorts of things.
Yeah, it's always good to be organized and stuff like that. Especially with people on Hey, have you ever heard of this game called 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, actually I heard of it. I haven't played it. I've been trying to avoid reading it, or reading about it, because I thought I might eventually.
I've been watching some people play it, and I've only watched like 3 videos on it. It's pretty much Minecraft with a really good survival aspect and stuff like that. It actually looks like a really cool game, especially for being an early alpha. But the problem is it's like $35 right now, and I'm pretty sure the price is going to be going up considering it's only an alpha.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking that's a little ridiculous, especially for the game that's still in early development.
Yeah, trust me, when most of my video games come from me selling off treasured pieces of my childhood that I've been hanging on to, so,
With dear life, that's horrible.
Oh, it's like...
Especially because your childhood was like, I don't mean to make you sound old, but so long ago because it was in like, the 90s and 80s.
Oh, born
80s,
in...
actually. I think you were probably born in like 31. You're probably born in like 90, right? I don't know.
I was born in 82.
Oh my god, I'm not good at math, apparently. I should not be going into the field that I am going in.
That's alright. I mean, I'm sure it'll work out somehow.
I'm good at written down math, I guess.
Yeah, when you can look at the numbers, it's easier. When I was actually reading a very pleasing article, because I've always been horrible at math, to like an amazing extent. I was reading an article by some, basically, neuroscientists who straight up were showing that some people just don't have the capability of doing advanced forms of math.
Right.
Their brain does literally not function that way. It doesn't make them retarded or anything. It just means that their brain doesn't work that way.
Right.
And I was very pleased because I've never been one of those people who's good at math.
Right, but at the same time, that is true. But I think in the same aspect as singing or drawing, it's especially like some people are just naturally talented. Other people are god awful at it. But I always think that, like, you can always learn. It just takes a lot more work for some people.
Yeah, they mentioned that. You have to learn to use an entirely different portion of your brain, essentially.
You'd have to really want to learn how to do math, though.
Yeah, and I do not.
I can relate to that, but I can't. I guess I can relate to it. But I'm not really that good at math either, but I strive to be, and I guess that's kind of my fuel.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Motivation and goals are, a big thing too.
Right.
Oh, I also read a neat article where they explained why it is what basically blanking on a test is.
Yeah, yeah. I know that feeling, Jesus.
Yeah, well, what it is when you're in a situation where your brain basically reviews it as being imminent danger, like you're being attacked by wild dogs or a test.
Yeah.
Your body produces a chemical, and I can't remember what it's called anymore, though I was going around telling people about it for 3 days, so I have no excuse.
Yeah, but I do the same sometimes.
What the chemical does is it blocks out your long-term memory because it's trying to tell you to react on instinct.
Yeah.
Because it tells you that if you do, it thinks reacting from memory will get you killed.
Right.
So basically your brain is purposefully blocking out all of the studying you did because it thinks you're going to die.
Right, thanks evolution.
Yeah, it's like, well done.
It's like the appendix.
Yeah.
It's as useful as that. It's as useful as a colorblind interior decorator.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, tits on a bowl. I do art occasionally, I guess. I do a lot of drawings and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm colorblind as all fuck.
Mm.
And it makes coloring so difficult because I'll spend like 30 minutes looking through my box of colored pencils.
You're like, where is it?
I've got like the names are on them, and I guess that's good at least. But it takes me so long to find the colors, and I don't have a list of the colors that are in there, so I don't know if the color I'm even looking for is in there or not. So I can't just look in there and see if it's out, and look in there and like see if it's in there.
I had a friend who was completely red-green colorblind.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way.
Well, the funny part is apparently those were the only colors to him that he could not see.
Yeah, like anything with like red or green or at least a hue of either of those colors, like maroon, I guess is kind of a reddish. Mm-hmm. But like when I'm looking at the colored pencils, I just pick up whichever one looks remotely like the color I'm looking for and hope to God it's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, please let it just finally be green or something.
The funny part is that he actually, because I don't know if it's the case anymore, but in Maryland they used to not let you get a driver's license if you were red-green colorblind.
Because of the stoplights?
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell the stoplights easily. That's just because those shades are so different. Like, if the shade's like so obviously different, I can tell. But if it's like Christmas red-green, like I can tell that, I guess. If you put them together, I guess what I'm saying is I can tell the difference. But if they're separate, I can't.
Yeah, well, the funny part was he lied on his test to get his driver's license because he said, oh, no, they'll always be, red on top, green on bottom. Then one time he was driving around, because apparently red and green just looked to him like the same shade of gray.
Really? Gray?
Yeah.
That is weird. I think it was related know that was a thing for colorblindness.
I think it was actually related to, like, a concussion that he got, not something like actual color blindness.
I can't imagine like getting hit in the head and waking up not being able to see colors. Like, oh shit!
Yeah, actually,
oh shit!
Yeah, who have gotten hit in the head and ended up blind for a day or two.
Oh shit, that must be terrifying.
Yeah, or like 2 or 3 days where you're just, well, I've got to figure out, or gotta hope this isn't the rest of my life.
You live in an apartment by yourself, you wake up, well, I'm fucked.
I've had weird days like that.
I'm not going to work today.
Yeah, call your boss. Hey, I'm blind.
Hey, I'm kind of blind. I can't see. I kind of ingested some battery acid or something. I don't know what happened, but I hate when I'm looking for colors and I think I see the one I'm looking for and I pick it up and it's like some bullshit color like macaroni.
It's not a color.
It's like macaroni and cheese. It's a color. I swear to God, I have the color pencil right here.
That's bullshit.
No, it's seriously one of those. Look at it. It's like Crayola. It's like, hey, you want to color some macaroni?
Unless you're using Crayola, then.
Yeah, they're not like professional color pencils. They're just like a regular box.
Yeah, like then anything can be a color if it's Crayola.
It's like, hey, you guys you need that macaroni color? You're probably only going to use it once, but hey, look, it exists.
Yeah, it exists. Come on.
It's
Here
like
it is.
it's like those Harry Potter jelly beans. Have you ever had those?
Yeah, the Birdie Bots.
Yeah, like the shitty ones that taste like dirt and vomit and boogers and.
It's like, why?
It's like, why would you, that should be like a food challenge. Ingest all of them. If not at once, then at one, like, you know.
I actually
one at a
did
time.
that. I got one of the small bags and just ate the whole thing at once, and it
Why
was
do
a
they
mistake.
exist? That's like
It
the
was-
My Immortal fan fiction put into a food. It's not even.
Yeah, it was a mistake trying to eat those. I can tell you that. All right.